Okay, so let's talk about why you're here. In 2007, you starred in The 10.
Can you
I
take
didn't star in it though.
Oh,
I
okay, we're
had
not
a
using that word
small
anymore.
part in it.
We're not going to use that word anymore. Let me try this again. Three, two, one. In 2007, you were in the movie The 10, cult classic, cult classic. Can you tell us about your role in that film and what your experience was like on set, on and off set, if you will?
Okay, first of all, I haven't seen the movie in so many years. I'm gonna just be honest about it. I haven't seen it in so many years. So I can tell you like what I remember, which is I think I was there maybe 2 days and I had a scene where I'm like on a TV show within the movie.
The stereotypical like straight character in the comedy show that everything happens to, and I remember the one face you do and the like they do the cutaway of you like
Oh yeah, right. See, now you're reminding me. What I can tell you about being on set though is that David Wain's a really good director. And one of the reasons he's a really good director is because he's also a really good editor. And so that's always the case, not only with him, but like from my experience, if the director is also an editor, then that's gonna be like, then you're just like, this is going great because it's efficient and they know the shots and they know what they're going to use and they know the angles that they need. And if they're not also an editor or don't have that experience, then they're doing like so much coverage that as the actor you're like, they kind of don't know what they're doing and I'm going to miss dinner at home, like I'm going to be here forever. So David Wain, I think for me is a great director because he knows exactly what he wants and exactly what he needs. Plus he has a very friendly personality and does a lot of magic tricks during the downtime.
really I did not take him as a magician. That's funny.
Yes, a lot of card tricks, many card tricks.
Like Barney from
How much mother?
How I Met Your Mother. Yes. Let me ask you this.
I just wanted to say that that's so true. What you say about the editor and director is there's such an advantage to when you're calling the shots to not only know where the story's going, but to know how it's going to be put together. And also when you're the editor and you're calling the shots on set, you want to go into post production with as little footage as possible, like only the bare necessities so you don't have to sort through so much. Like I've told people many times, like because a lot of the times there's actors are like, can I try that a few more times? Like we can, or we can just move on to the next part because I'm telling you, we got what I want, we got what we need. What you just did is I'm not looking past that take in post.
I've never asked you that, have I?
Oh yes.
Damn.
Oh yes.
All right. Damn it, man. He's never told me this. He's exposing secrets.
I don't know if David Wain was the editor on it, but he is an editor, so he's like thinking like
have that
that.
mindset? Yeah.
Now, you mentioned, of course, you had told us that you were going to ask how long you were on set. Clearly, you let us know you were there for about 2 days. But let me ask you this. In the time you were there, do you remember any type of behind-the-scenes story or memory that you could share from that production that you think fans of the film would like to know?
One of the producers is this guy named John Stern, who produces a lot of like he produced like Children's Hospital and like he does a lot of those kind of parody shows. And he's just a really nice person. Oh, he produced Wainy Days also. He's a super nice person. So I guess like my memory is that people were really nice and it was a really friendly, like not intimidating environment. Like if you're on I sometimes get cast for just like to do one day on a show here and there. And like that can be kind of an intimidating thing because it's almost like you're going to a new school just for one day and everybody knows each other and you have to like be really on top of your shit. Like you always have to be anyway, but like plus you have to have deal with that anxiety of like I don't know anyone and they're all best friends, and so that set on the 10, I did know a lot of the people. And so I think a lot of the people on that knew each other already. So it was like that kind of anxiety of like, I don't know anybody wasn't there. And so that's also like an incredibly nice thing to have when you go to work on set. Because it can be intimidating if you're like, I'm the new kid just for a couple days or just for one day.
That was one thing that I thought was really cool about the 10 is that there's all these A-listers in it, but it's almost like they were playing at your guys' house. It wasn't like, because everybody, like all the bit parts in it, the small parts were all people that I've recognized from other projects that David Wain or Showalter or Marino has done. And, um, and then you have like people like Lee Schreiber and Winona Ryder, and they're almost the, it's almost like the cool kids table became became the outcast for a project.
Don't forget about P. Rudd.
Oh yeah, well
I call him P.
No,
Rudd.
Paul Rudd is a part. He's very adjacent. We're still in 2007. David Wain's series Wainy Days, which you were in, of course. When you're working, like you've worked with David on smaller scale productions like this or Stella, and then larger scale productions with ensemble casts like the 10, or even Wet Hot American Summer. What is something that you can always expect from a Wain production, no matter the size of the project?
I don't know. He's always just like friendly and funny and cool and like, I don't know. There's a warmth. I'm not giving you really like anything that specific, but I mean, I really like him a lot. So it's like, I'm so delighted to do whatever. And I think his projects, all of their projects, I thought Wainy Days was really funny. As an actor and a comedian, if someone likes you, then like you're automatically gonna like them also. So yeah, there's that. And then like they're hiring you to like do, to do the thing that you do. So then you feel good about it. It's like a very positive experience that way.
Yeah, I could see that. I love hearing that he's so nice because I've always got that feeling that just when I see him on camera or interviews or like Wainy Days, there's I always have got a good feeling about him. Like he just seems like the sweetest person. Every time he's on the screen, my wife says every single time, she's like, "Oh my goodness, I just want to hug him."
And you continue to watch the movies.
Oh yeah,
with her.
I want to hug him too.
Okay.
I mean, they're all really nice. Like Michael Black is a prince. He's really, like he's really a good person. Like Michael Showalter, also such a good person. Like they're all awesome.
Why don't you subscribe? It'll last longer.